Yo, is this apartment B? Your rent's due.
Thank you for coming back and watching and listening to Apartment B. Today, my guest is Summer. She is the bartender at the bar I do comedy at called Bird's Aphrodisiac Shack. I missed like a word in there. I think it's like Birds. What? What the fuck? Not even a hello first. You just stick it in. That's not how you start.
I like to make a strong entrance.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I almost pepper sprayed you. Yeah, so Summer, tell him who you are.
Like he said, I'm a bartender at the bar that he does comedy at. I work at a bakery also, but I always wanted to do stand-up, and now I'm here on a podcast as an avid podcast listener who binged 2 of his episodes before I got here.
She's so much more than that.
See what the deal was and how on the spot he might put me.
You're more than that, though. She pours a great shot.
Fat shot.
A fat shot that like I have to like sit in my car and drink water before I go home. You listen to jokes over and over. I mean, you listen to the same jokes every week.
I have quite a patience for it, and I just want to say every time that someone new asks, "How's the comedy?" I'm like, "It's really good for like newcomers."
Oh, see, that's great. That's a great answer.
I'm like, I've heard it. So I think these people are funny, but the show itself, like people that switch it up, like you and Jamar by far were like my favorites for the longest time, just because you like did different things. But I liked talking to everybody that performed. I was just like, I feel like they save certain things for like when there are more people in the room. I'm like, there needs to be different stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, but sometimes it's like there's like, because I hang out with Mitch a lot, so a lot of times we're like, okay, today we're gonna do all new stuff, and then we get there and it's like packed, and we're like, well, okay, do we want to destroy the room or do we want to try something different?
I don't know. I feel like Mitch is one of those. He does like a lot of the same, but like then he throws in 1 or 2 new things.
Yeah, he changes it a lot.
He changes it, yeah. Like he's not someone that I would say, oh, he does the same set every time. But he changes it subtly. You know, he'll like try. He tests. Yeah, he's very methodical. I feel. He is. Because he'll throw out one and be like, "Is this catching?" And then like try more, which I respect. You know, you want it because you're if your goal is to go there and have a good time and kind of entertain people. You want it to be something that I'm like, okay, well, this room likes this. So that's the way I'm going to go, kind of. Because you can be funny in different directions.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting that.
Thank you.
So, like, what would your first joke be if you were, like, a comic? Like, if you decided to, why not?
I think my first joke would be something about being a bartender and, like, the way that is like, I took that job as, well, A, I needed money. B, I wanted to get out of my shell a little bit, and one of the first things that people who are now regulars said to me was like, I don't understand how you could have done this.
Done what? Like bartending?
Like it was my second day working there, and I didn't mess something up. The kitchen had messed something up, and they were like, this is your fault. And now I see those same people every single week, and they're so nice to me.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you remember?
You're like an asshole.
Do you remember? And I didn't even say, hey, this is my second day. Because in my head, I was like, man, you shouldn't say this to anyone.
Yeah.
I was like having it out with myself in my head the whole time that they were like telling me this stuff. And we were just super, super busy. But yeah, it would definitely be something
It'd be another reason to get out of your shell.
Yeah. I can't come up with a punchline right now, which is another reason.
That's good.
I'm not a stand-up comic.
No. You'd be putting me on the spot. I don't like that anyway. You'd be putting me on the spot.
You do crowd work.
Yeah.
Like a decent amount, though. And I think that's really cool. Because most of the people that I like do that. Because it keeps it fresh, and it's not something... Like, that's something that I would stress about, but then I was thinking about it, and I was like, that actually might take some of the stress off, because you don't have to come up with all of everything. You're like, well, I got nothing right now, so I'm gonna outsource.
Yeah, now you outsourcing crowd work. That's what it is.
What happened in your day? That was crazy. And someone always has something. Even in a room of 4 people, someone's like, I got rear-ended today, and the guy got out naked. You know,
and it's so easy. Yeah. There's a reason why I do it there, though. It's just because there you never know what kind of crowd you have. So if I'm like the 4th comic up and I watch like 3 people in front of me and they're all doing material that they've written like routine and it doesn't work, I'm not gonna do that because it doesn't work. It's not because like I don't know if you can tell, but sometimes there's like crowds that are there and they just want you to talk to them.
Yeah, there's people that are fucked up that like want to engage.
Yeah.
And especially, you know, some comedians just aren't that way. And I think that's fine to not be like comfortable with crowd work. But when someone is in the back and like kind of drunk and yelling things at you that like aren't inappropriate and are sort of like crazy, and you're like, well, I want to engage with this.
It's hilarious.
It is hilarious. I'm like, that's comedy at its finest. Someone just naturally coming up to you and saying something very bold and insane.
Yeah, and it's just like
in front of a room full of other people.
We're experiencing the same thing all at once. So this is like, I'm not talking about like my mom that no one else has met. I'm talking about something we have something in common now. We're all hearing this guy go, and now we can relate off of it.
You're talking about, I know who you're talking about because I think you talked to him and he was my friend.
He was? You don't have to whistle. No, I don't. No cops watch this.
Yeah, you're right. He was supposed to sell me things that aren't maybe the most legal, but like he does talk like he has something stuck in his throat, and the whole time I was like, Kyle.
He worked there at the point.
He does work there. Yeah. He works in the back, and he came up because he was getting off shift. Yeah. He
sounded like a Muppet. He sounds like a
Muppet.
He sounds exactly like a Muppet.
No one ever called it out before. I was so thrilled. I was so happy that someone finally addressed it. Because I was like, man, does he know? Does anybody like? Does he like have something? And I don't know. I was.
Does he?
I don't know, but you addressed it before anybody else did. That's for sure, and you did it in front of a room full of people.
That's the easiest way to do it.
I got my answer. Yeah. He defended himself. That's for sure.
He did. That's okay. That was fun. There's a lot of moments like that in there that happen. I would say this, like, performing in that place makes every other place easier because it's like going into war, not knowing what weapons you'll have.
What weapons?
Yeah, it's like I have a backpack. I don't know what's in this. I don't know if any of these weapons will work tonight.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, it's like hitting random every night.
What do you feel about the clientele? Because sometimes there's like a lot of black people in there, and sometimes there's like only old white people.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like never... With some comedians, there's like no difference in the like what they're putting out there.
Yeah.
Which is, there's nothing wrong with that. I respect it. I don't know where I'm going with that, actually.
Are you asking like how do I react to different rooms?
Yeah, how do you react to different rooms? Because some people don't react to the different room. They're just like, well, either this will float or it won't. You know?
I think that's kind of like a lack of social awareness. But even I was having that problem at one point. Like Mitch told me, he was like, he was trying to tell me like, it's not that your jokes don't work. It's just that you're picking the wrong ones for the wrong rooms. And so I had to start picking like, that's why we have to like listen to the first comic or the second comic before you go on to know what works. So sometimes it's like, okay, sex jokes are really working tonight, right? So now we're just doing sex jokes. But sometimes people do too many sex jokes. So now you can't talk about sex.
Yeah, especially when it's like one after the other.
Yeah, it's like,
as someone that hears it all the time, when one person does a really sex joke heavy set, I'm hoping that the next person doesn't do that.
Yeah, like something different. And
like switch it up a little bit.
Yeah. But like me, I'm 23, so my experience is very limited.
Like, yeah, I understand.
At one point, it was just like shit jokes and sex jokes. It's I'm sorry. I'm hearing it every night too.
But then you start your podcast episodes with like, and it's like 1 a.m. and I'm without women.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm here.
I so like maybe
that should be a bit that you say on stage.
I think about women a lot. Do you think about women a lot?
No, actually. I like
or like
I
a
point
partner
out,
at all.
I point out to my girlfriend all the time when I see like hot women in public.
Yeah.
And she will point it out for me because she will see me like clock someone and be like, so that, huh? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, not really. I think for the longest time, maybe it was sexually repressed or I don't know what the deal was, but I didn't know how to express it myself. But the woman I'm dating is my first relationship ever.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I thought that I was straight, or maybe I knew I was like somewhere in between, and I didn't really have like parents that were super homophobic or
super homophobic.
So I put my mouth up on this mic, yeah.
Super homophobic.
They weren't until I like told them.
That's usually when they come out.
Then they were like, well, and I thought, wow, you've never shown this before.
How was that though? Like when you told them, like, were you nervous? Was it an event? Like,
I was nervous because I thought that other people took it very seriously, because labels are such a thing.
Yeah.
You know, like people ask, even my friends, there was a time when I was beefing with them. I have like a group of very close friends, and I hope they listen to this because I'm going to send it to them afterwards.
Oh, that'll be amazing.
But they know because we talked about it. I just think it's superfluous.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, you got that word in. Nice. Okay.
I think I am personally very impressionable. So to label myself or have someone else label me makes me really think about the way that other people see me.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, oh, I have to live up to that. So
to the way other people see you?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the fact is that at that time I was unsure. I just knew like, oh, I dated a man briefly and I wasn't into it.
Yeah.
And I was like hitting it off with women a lot more. So I thought, okay, I'm definitely queer in some way. And I told my brother, first of all my family members. And because he was just asking me, he was like, oh, you got anyone right now? And I was like, there's this girl. And he was like, oh.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he said, oh. And he was driving the car. And he was like, I didn't know this about you.
How is that? I understand what you're saying, too, because my sister is she's pansexual. Yeah. And that was a funny time when it was like 2015. This was like before like pronouns and stuff. Was it popular?
She was early on the scene. She
Pioneer.
She said, yo.
She made an announcement in the house. She was like, okay. I'm
Like,
no longer she. I'm they, them.
Facebook profile and everything.
She was legit, and I was like, 14. I'm like, dude, you're one person. That was like, you're one person. How could you be multiple people? And then we'd like get in arguments. But now it has like made me pretty open-minded about another life besides my own. Yeah.
There are other ways to perceive things. And so can I ask, so you say she. Does she go she, they, or is she not they anymore?
I don't even know. I don't even know anymore, to be honest.
Oh, you don't really talk to her like that?
No, we do, but we haven't like discussed it. Like I still call her her.
Yeah.
Like it was like a moment, like I wouldn't say a phase, but I don't know if she's like non-binary now or what, or like I don't know what she prefers, but she also hasn't corrected me since then. But I don't know if that's me just bullying it on her.
In like 2 years, she's going to say, Josey, I've had it like right up to here with you.
I'm like, oh, shit.
It's been 10 years and you haven't gotten it yet.
You should have told me. I thought I was grandfathered in.
Yeah, you are grandfathered in. Other people, she gives hell.
Yeah, but
I respect her for it.
I don't know. She's, yeah, so.
What was the question?
I don't even know. That was such a tangent. No, you were telling me about how you were telling how you told your brother.
Yeah. And then I told my mom, and she was like, "Oh, okay."
Is that everyone's reaction?
The comments came out like after, and they weren't comments against it. They were just things that I started to notice maybe more because I was actively dating.
Yeah.
And she's not hateful in any way. I just don't think she's like affluent to the culture.
Yeah.
In a way, and I'm not like there is a gay culture,
Yeah.
And I beef with it sometimes.
It's fun to beef.
Yeah, it's fun to beef.
Beef is good.
And I'm not like particularly in it, but I think when she hears that I date women, she thinks that I am. like very in the like new now, like what is everybody saying?
Yeah.
Gay culture.
You're pretty chill about it.
Huh, me?
Yeah, you're pretty chill. Like if you would have never said anything, or like no one, I don't think it's really something we would know. Yeah, like we wouldn't know.
No, I don't think so. Because especially like, I wouldn't say there's like a gender that's more surprised. Like no man, like maybe queer people are like I see it, but like man or woman are like surprised. Kind of every time.
Yeah. Not that it matters really.
It doesn't matter really. And my dad found out when I told him I was dating a girl. He was like, "Oh, good for you."
Yeah.
Like,
see.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dad.
I nailed it. Yeah.
Dad, you're awesome.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. He's also dating a girl, so
you guys have something in common.
We can relate.
Yeah. You said you were just like him.
Yeah, a little bit. We're both moody.
And you both like pussy.
Yeah, we both like pussy.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not? I mean, it's pretty cool.
How could we not have things to talk about? Like, okay, that's another thing. Like, you talk to your dad about your dad's like, go talk to that hot girl, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean like me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a thing? Like, fathers and sons, like, not talking about pussy together, but like, do you think there's like a bro relationship a little bit between father and son?
Yeah, absolutely. Now there is, like, because I'm close to my dad. Mm-hmm. So like before it was more like a discipline role. Like he was always trying to discipline me, which he, as a father. But now it's like we talk about like pussy.
What is he?
Well, he's a married man, so he doesn't really talk about it like that.
No, he says, "Hey, don't tell anybody."
he tells my dad's like he tells me about all the experiences he had. Mm-hmm. Like he tells me about his lore, like how awesome he used to be.
Yeah, cautionary a little bit, and also like, oh, see, I fucked in the day. Yeah,
like we're at a weird place because he's also like promoting. He's like, yo, go out there, have fun, man, get some pussy. But then he's also like, dude, you gotta slow down. You're getting too much pussy.
Really?
Yeah, he sent me like a STD chart in Florida. Like
Did
Florida
you get tested?
I got tested once. I had I got tested twice. I had a really big scare, man, like panic attack
What'd you
level.
Think you
had? I thought I had
you know, sorry, please.
I thought I had herpes.
Oh, you thought? Yo, 90% of the population has herpes.
I'm aware. I know that.
That's why you're meant to be afraid of it, because it's everywhere.
I know. It's like germs.
Aren't we in the generation? I also had a panic attack thinking I had herpes, and I think I've been tested once when I was like before being sexually active.
Yeah.
And then.
Whoa! Why?
I don't know why. I think because like women. Actually, I think I do know why. Because women are supposed to go when you're 21, like automatically to go get like a gynecologist exam. You have to like get a speculum. That's not.
I just learned what a gynecologist was like a couple weeks ago. So.
What do you think it was like a?
I didn't know I knew it was a doctor.
What kind of doctor? Oh, you didn't know it was a doctor?
I didn't know what it was.
A gist means a doctor usually.
Excuse me. So like a biologist?
Yeah, that's a doctor.
Okay.
Of some sort. Maybe
I know
not
the study of.
Doctor. Yeah, study of. Someone that's like studying something.
Okay. Yeah.
But you have to, it's recommended that like by the age of 21, women go to a gynecologist because especially with like breast cancer and things, it's genetic. So like you're supposed to be going annually, especially if it runs in your family, to get like exams and everything. And I went, and I think they gave me that test. They gave me like a panel because I had said, oh, I've never been here before. And they just did everything. And
that's nice of them.
Yeah, it was. But now I'm looking and it's like $100 to $200 to get tested. Is that correct?
To get tested for what?
Everything. Like herpes is my main concern, I guess. I haven't been active with many people, but it's still like,
yeah, it only takes one.
There's a rare like pimple, and I'm like, what is this?
Dude, oh my gosh, that moment where like I thought I had herpes.
It ruined your life.
It was like
you're like, oh my god.
Every ball itch. I was like, no.
But aren't we in the generation of people that got vaccines? Like, I'm definitely sure I'm gonna sound stupid here. HPV is herpes, right?
Dude, you're asking the wrong. I
Wrong,
don't.
dude. Okay, we both don't know.
I got my HPV shot though.
I think that's herpes. I think that's your herpes vaccine. Like we are in the generation that like got our herpes vaccine.
Is that good though? Like, does that even work? Like, does that matter?
I hope so.
I don't know if that. I don't think that matters.
Oh God, I hope so.
I don't think those shots. I think
they
were
don't
just,
work.
I mean, I don't know because I'm not any type of studier. Mm-hmm. But my gut tells me
they don't work.
That shot from 20 years is not going to stop me.
You're right. I'm trusting something I did get like 15 years ago at least.
Yeah, like it's...
which is like early to catch it. You know, they were like giving me the benefit of the doubt. They're like, well, maybe she's like early.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll catch it. But also one time I went to get, my friend had a kid, and you have to get like the whooping cough vaccine before.
The what?
Whooping cough. It has like a different name, but that's definitely, I think that's the most popular name.
Okay.
And it's really common in babies, and I think it can kill babies,
Jeez.
like infants. So everybody has to get vaccinated before they go see the kid. And I had previously been vaccinated for tetanus, and I went in because I like stepped on some metal. But anyway, that was a different story. Like I went in to get the vaccine, and they were like, okay, we're gonna give you this, and they said it under a different name. It's like it's not THC.
It's definitely not THC.
It's definitely not THC, but they gave me the acronym for it, and I was like, wait, I had that. They said, what? And I was like, yeah, I came in for my tetanus shot. They said, oh, we do them all, like they combine 3 things. They combine tetanus and whooping. I know, it's weird. I don't know why. But like I said, you let me come in knowing that that's what I was here for, and you have my medical records. Like, you know,
this
you
is
should
very
know
unprofessional.
this. I'm 23. I don't know that anything.
Yeah, you should know everything.
You should. I thought you had my chart. I thought I told you the secrets to the universe.
You've studied one thing for years. You should know this. Vaccines, dead babies. How do we even get here?
I don't know.
There was a question I wanted to ask. It was on my Post-it note.
Where's your little Post-it note? Yeah,
it's in my pants pockets.
Oh, not these pants?
These pants don't have pockets. They're women's pants.
Oh. Well, I respect you for getting them. Did you get them because they're women's pants or because of the fashion?
No, I got them because they looked cool. I actually wore this in my last podcast.
I know you mentioned it.
Yeah. I would have worn my other ones, but they're Christmassy, and it's not the time for that.
No, I wear my Christmas ones all year round, but they're a little too warm, to be honest.
They are. They're very furry. Mm-hmm. You have cool pants on, too, though.
Thank you. I have my, like, balloon pants on, and you can see how red I am underneath. They're, like...
You look very comfortable.
I am. I have my little wool socks.
Yeah.
And I brought a jacket because I didn't know how cold you keep your house.
I try to keep it very cold. I, like, sweat profusely.
I do also. That's also why I wear a black shirt.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the deal would be.
Why do you wear overalls at work?
Because it's utilitarian. It's so useful. I keep things in a pocket. Sometimes people hand me things, and they're like, "Can you refill this?" I'm like, "No," because I have 2 hands, and I'm clearly holding other things.
I'm holding 5 plates.
I'm holding 5 plates, and they'll like have a conversation with me about someone else. They're like, "My waiter isn't here." I'm like, "Well, I am, and you can see what I'm doing."
Yeah, come on.
So
seriously.
why are you asking me?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just easier to put things in there. I used to carry mayo packets in there because I would forget to bring them to people, but then I realized I was giving them warm mayo packets, and that's weird.
Are they supposed to be cold?
Well, I'm sure they'd be like, "Why is this body temperature?" You know, like it doesn't have to be ice cold, but they're like, "Why is it warm?" Like, because it's been nuzzled in my. Sorry, that's my.
No, you're fine.
Yeah. It's been nuzzled to my chest this whole time.
Yeah, like a baby.
Like a baby.
These mayo packets.
Yeah. I'm gonna do this on camera. But it's not birth control because they know that I'm not.
What is it?
With men. It's Accutane because I used to have like acne that was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been doing this, and anybody who takes it knows that they put so many fucking like don't get pregnant. Look how many look. They even put like a drawing.
Wait, can you show that to them?
Yeah, show them. It's so elaborate.
Like pregnant women. Are they pregnant?
Yeah, it says pregnant women, no.
Without arms.
Yeah, without arms.
Armless pregnant women.
Well, that's why they put them in profile view, so you can see their bump and they didn't have to draw arms either. Really saved the artists a lot of time. But it's so hard to get them out.
Well, yeah. A pregnant woman would not even take the time.
No, she wouldn't. And also, I have to take a test every month. And one of the questions is always, they're all...
I thought you meant a pregnancy test.
No, well, you do have to do that.
Oh.
No, I'm not joking. I have to go to, like, Quest to take a urine test.
Yeah.
To prove it. And one time, and you have to take, like, a test online also to prove your knowledge about it. And one of the questions is, how can you be sure you're not pregnant? Like, and it'll give you, like, 3... or it'll give you 4. The 4th one is always all of the above, but the 3rd one is don't have sex with a man. And like the other 2 are fucking ridiculous.
Is it like a command? Like, is it?
Yeah, it's like
you said it like it was like don't have sex with like
don't
it was like
with a man. And like one time they said that I answered something wrong, or like I didn't answer. You have to be on 2 forms of birth control. And you have to answer it the right way every time. And I knew I was answering it right because obviously those were my 2. And I had to call the hotline and be like, hey, it's not going through. And she said, well, are you sure? And I was like, I don't want to mince words, but I'm having sex with not men.
Well, what are you having sex with?
She was like, oh, yeah, the website's probably wrong. Yeah. I'll just help you out with that. She was so nice. But the way she caught it was like, she made that sound. She went, oh.
That's very primal. Why are they like? They should have updated that by now. Wait, so are you bi or are you straight?
I don't know. After the whole conversation I feel like we just had about labels.
Yeah. It's like
I think men freak me out a lot because the statistic on this is to all of my male friends who I trust a lot, you know, which is like 2. The statistic is that it's your friends that like sexually assault you. Yeah. And that freaked me out a lot when I was a kid. I was like, oh my God, then how can I as a woman trust anyone? And that stress that I think I carry that into adulthood a little bit. So like I don't tend to be attracted to men, and I don't think I tend to be attracted to anyone. Like when you ask me, oh yeah, that's
like
what you
SpongeBob.
asked me. You said, do you clock women? I clock women. But I don't find myself particularly...
Wait, I said it like that?
Yeah.
I did not.
Well, I'm reiterating.
Wait, Summer, did you clock women? I've never spoken like
You did the ham thing that I did too, the little flare. But I do, but I don't think I find myself attracted to people unless I talk to them. Yeah. Because you could be pretty, but if you're not someone that I could have a conversation with, I could not have sex with you. It wouldn't work.
That's so nice and like not superficial.
Well, I think it's just like
I admire
a
that.
Block from stupid people.
Nah, that's me.
I think it's a wall up, actually.
Yeah. I mean, it is. It's. I'm sure you know this. You have brothers. I mean, you have a brother, right?
I have a brother.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what he's like, but I mean, we're attracted from the smallest of things. Yeah. And it's really, I mean, obviously, it's like very flat surfaced at first. Like, usually we're attracted by someone's looks. Like, that's all that matters at the beginning. Mm-hmm. But then eventually it's like the depth matters. So it's the opposite of like I don't know if it's like the opposite of a girl, but I know a girl. For you care about, who they are as a person, but that doesn't matter to me until later.
Yeah. You said like so the way someone presents themselves socially doesn't matter to you, and I think it doesn't matter to me to a degree. Like I could be with someone who's like not maybe the most PC person in the world. They're out there saying controversial things, but I have to know that they're coming from a place of like curiosity or like wanting to rattle people.
Wait, you said I said that?
Yeah, when we were talking about, I don't remember what. Maybe it was listening to your podcast when you were talking to yourself. But I'm referencing you. You definitely said this. You're like, yeah, men don't care about the way a woman presents herself socially. Oh,
yeah, we were talking about that. Yeah, because I was saying that at first it doesn't really matter to me if a girl like has her own place or has a car or virtually anything.
Well, that also doesn't matter to me if a man or a woman has that. Yeah. Necessarily. I just need to know. I do care if you're like something I care about is if you maybe have ambition. That ambition doesn't have to be for like a job that makes a lot of money, but like It has to be like, oh, I like this hobby, or I really like this thing.
Oh, so you just like want someone who's passionate about something?
You have to have a passion. Yeah, you have to give a shit about something. Because if you're someone that's just kind of a deadbeat, like I can't handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could be interested in anything. Talk my ear off about anything.
You just don't like nonchalant?
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Also, I have 2 spinoff questions to this, which is one, my girlfriend said one time she placed a bold claim that, which I think might be true, that men are really into, like, they're turned on by, like, visually. Like, oh, I see this, like, whether that be pretty or, like, an action or porn or whatever. I like
a porn.
It was like supposed to be gradual, but it wasn't. It just dropped off.
Yeah, that was so.
But like she said, oh, men are turned on visually, and women need more of like the lead up. Like the whole day is like we're talking, or we had a conversation, and I think it's like stereotypical, but I think it's true a little bit. And then I had another question.
Wait, that's kind of those are 2 different things though. Because, like, one, you're talking about, like, time. Like, a girl, it takes more time for a girl. But then you said for a guy, it's visually. So, like, what's the question? Like, what do you mean? Like, what's the...
Like, women, it doesn't have to be, oh, I saw you and you were either really attractive or doing something really attractive, or, like, like I'm seeing you be sexual. It's like we are having kind of an emotional connection more so, or like it's a lead up in way of like caresses or like getting close to someone, and men could just be like, wow, I'm so turned on like looking at you. Yeah. Do you think that's true? Yeah. All right, so she was right.
I mean, if we're being, fair.
I think there's more to it.
Yeah, I don't think it's not that black and white. I think there's girls that see dudes and they're like, even if that just means they could be ugly, but they just like are famous, or they have a lot of stuff around them, or they have a lot of people around them.
Who is ugly and famous that you would want to fuck?
Me? Well, I mean, no one. I don't like fucking dudes, but Barack Obama's not the most handsome dude.
Really?
No.
I think he's pretty.
Jay-Z's not.
Oh, Jay-Z, no.
But like he could get.
No, Obama's like attractive though.
What? Whoa.
I think he did well. Have you not seen pictures of him young? I think he aged well.
I mean, I'm sure he did age well, but I'm saying like, is he like, who's a handsome? Is he like freaking Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt, I don't think he's hot.
Okay, let me think.
I have a strong opinion about that, which is that he is like a little too pretty boy for me, and also I'm like a little face blind, and I was convinced for the longest time that him and Bob Lowe were the same person.
Who's Bob Lowe?
Exactly. He's Brad Pitt.
No way.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well, freaking
keep talking, because I'm gonna show you, and you're gonna be like, "Oh, that's Brad Pitt."
Who else is Michael B. Jordan?
Oh, he's hot. Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I feel like people could see him, and they would just be like a girl would just be like, "Yeah, I want that." So that's visual.
I think. Okay, wait here.
Doesn't hurt that he's famous. I guess like young, maybe young Brad, maybe right? Like young Brad, yeah.
Young Brad, right there, especially.
Yeah, I can see that. He kind of looks like the guy who played Fantastic Four. On Fantastic Four.
And the fact is, I've definitely argued with for anyone. Oh wait, where is it?
Camera's over there. He looks like Mr. Fantastic to me.
He does. He looks. You can't see it. Just go look him up on
your
own time.
Yep, there he goes.
But that's fucking Brad Pitt.
He looks just like Mr. Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Mr. Fantastic. Actually, I'm saying but I don't know.
You don't know Mr. Fantastic?
No.
You've never seen Fantastic Four?
I liked Marvel, and I tried to be a Marvel person, but I don't think I was a superhero person very much.
No, but this is like one of the first Marvel movies that was being made.
Yeah, I got into it when it was popular. Like, I got into like the Iron Man and everything. Robert Downey Jr. was my favorite for sure.
Absolutely.
I didn't like everything else, but I do have a strong opinion that I did not like Mark Ruffalo as Hulk, and I watched the original Hulk.
Of course.
I liked that one. I was like, man, obviously it's been 10 years or whatever, but like, where is that guy?
Yeah, but like Hulk's not even Hulk anymore.
Hulk's not even Hulk. Hulk is this weird, like animated, like poorly animated green dude.
Just like calm guy. He's just like open. He's like reading.
He's mastered his trauma, and I fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's terrible, dude. No, smash. Hulk smash.
Hulk smash. Hulk
no more full sentences.
No, exactly. I hate that full sentences.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like Hulk
I hate
mad.
That he walks around pridefully like that now.
Yeah, he can just change when he wants. You're supposed to not be able to contain it.
He said, "I'm always angry." That was the only part in that movie that I unfortunately liked it.
Oh, yuck. Wait, what was your other question? You said you had another spinoff?
I forgot it. It's
okay. It'll come back.
It was related to that, I think. But
I think I had a question for you. It was, you might have answered it, though, but it was like, how does it feel to be a woman at a bar?
A woman at a bar? It's flattering sometimes. I didn't consider myself particularly attractive for like the longest time.
Why?
I don't know. I was a fat kid. I think that had a lot to do with it.
Same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Our arms just jiggle right as we clap.
Like, oh, God.
Yeah.
But I think that was definitely part of it. And I don't think I'm like, what's the word?
I think that's why you have like a...
Go ahead.
I know I'm going to go. You think that's why you have a great personality? Because you kind of needed one being fat as a kid?
I think the good personality is new, actually.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Like you got it after...
I got it afterward. Yeah, because I was very timid.
Yeah.
And that's like another reason, like I mentioned, I wanted to work there. I think you have to push yourself a little bit. And I wanted to be out of my comfort zone and talking to like multiple people that are all kind of pissed at you at the same time.
Yeah.
is like the perfect way to get over it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because some people are like really angry at me for no reason, for no perceivable reason. Because I know it's not me. It's like either someone else that was helping them or just a totally like in their life situation. But then I'll turn away from that and there's this guy still flirting with me who like doesn't know my situation and is also like watching me get verbally abused like 2 feet to the right. And it's just like, and so how are, what are you doing after this?
Is that like... Is that nice
like
or is
where do you
bad?
want to go? Because I talk about travel and the way that I want to travel, and usually the people that I strike up conversations with are also into travel. And there's this one beautiful guy that I was talking to, and I was like enjoying it too. I was enjoying the attention, I was enjoying the conversation, and then my girlfriend showed up right next to him. And I was like, oh my God. And we talked about it immediately after. I said, "Did you clock me?" She said, "Yeah." Did you like, I said, "Is that okay? Did I upset you?" And she was like, "No, I flirt with people at my job."
What the, oh my God, this is beautiful relationship you have.
Yeah.
That's
like,
so
you
nice.
gotta be confident. I think it's nice to have the attention outside of your relationship. And I think it's nice to have a relationship where the other person can handle it. But point being, a woman at a bar, like, it's mainly old men. And one time there was this older guy that I think he might have had a stroke sometime in his life. Because he talked with, like, the stroke, like, cadence in his voice. And he always came in. He would bring us, like, little gifts. Little Debbie snacks and shit like that. Mm-hmm. And he always tipped pretty well. And he would, like, flirt in a way that was, like, not the creepiest old man vibes. He wasn't, like, too, like, grimy. And I was like, okay, you're okay. And then he asked my coworker for her number. She gave it to him for some reason. She's been a bartender way longer than I have. And I was like, that is rule number 1. You don't give people your phone number. She did it. She said, he keeps texting me.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next week, he asked me for my phone number. I was like, we can't do that. Sorry. And then months later, I ran into him at CVS. And he was like, so, Summer.
He remembered your name?
He did. Of course, he remembered my name.
You make a mark on people.
He's been flirting with me for months. Who else does he talk to?
Holy shit!
And he was like, Summer. So I know that this is like the rule, and I know this is like the bird's rule, and I was like, oh no, it's not the bird's rule, it's my rule.
Whoa, that
And
was badass.
He was like, well, because I wasn't going to give him my phone number, and I wasn't like, I don't know, if I am capable of it, I'm going to try to be as like straightforward as I can be. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but no.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste your time or my time. I'm already getting 50 fucking messages from the Immigrant Coalition.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's
like,
hot.
My phone is already blowing up. I don't need this like in his 70s white dude asking me what I'm doing on Sunday.
On Sunday, never any
Sunday.
other day. Just
it's
Sunday.
always Sunday. He's like, you want to go to like 2 p.m.? You ready for dinner?
Wait, so like, what was did your coworker like ever say what he was saying, or was he just like, hey, hi?
She showed
hello.
me some of them, and it wasn't like dick pics, but it
Well,
was.
I didn't assume that.
No, yeah, but like on the scale of like 1 to 10, he wasn't like.
I've seen
As
enough
if he thought
70-year-old
that was
dicks
the
in my
selling
life.
Point. He said, "Have you ever been with a 70-year-old?"
Yeah, I would hope he wouldn't send his penis like, yo.
It's looser than you
Yeah,
think.
come on. This is like barely. Come on,
Yeah.
doesn't work.
No, I'm sure it doesn't. Or like they're used to Viagra. They're used to like using other tools.
Yeah, honey pack.
To make that work. A what?
Honey pack.
What is that?
It's like something. It's like it looks like those mayo packets that you keep in your your
You
overalls.
like rub it on and it like.
No, you drink it. It's like you rip it open and just drink it. I don't know if it like. I don't know if it just gets you hard or if it just makes you
Like an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, or if it just like boosts your sex drive tremendously.
Have you tried it?
No.
I feel.
Why would I try honey?
I feel like we should all try things.
I'm 23 and spry. I don't need
you
a
think
honey
if you
pack.
will try it, it'll like throw a kink in your current abilities?
It will. I think it'll ruin my current abilities because I get excited from like just a sight or just like a.
Yeah.
If a girl goes, you're funny. Like
you want to retain that youth.
Yeah, I enjoy
understand.
being powerful through my own ways.
Yeah, it could do it itself. You
Yeah.
don't need a honey packet. But if you ever do try it, I need you to like reach out to me immediately.
Reach out to me immediately. Summer.
It's great.
Trust me, I'm not calling you if I'm that horny.
I'm not gonna be the one.
like calling. Hey, Summer, do you know anybody? Anyone?
I could recommend people. I'll give you her number if you just like tell me how it worked.
Well, there's no blood anywhere else. I've lost all feeling in my arms.
Everything else is numb.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah. Fuck, where is that? Oh yeah,
No,
but
but
no, what he sent to her, it was just like he got hit by a car.
Whoa.
Or he got in a car accident, and he did. That wasn't like made up because he used to come in suits, and then he was coming in like gym shorts with like a cast and different things.
Yeah.
And he texted her that and was like, "I would really appreciate some company."
Oh, that's pretty smart.
He took like low key the guilt route, and she was like, I'm very busy,"
Damn.
and he was like, "Well, I could work with busy." Because he's retired.
Yeah.
He's got nothing to do. That's the thing. She was pulling like 23 age tricks on a 70-year-old. I'm like, girl, he doesn't have anything to do.
Yeah.
He's out.
I'm busy.
He's out of the jail of life.
Literally anytime.
Literally anytime. And that's another reason why I was like, no, it's my rule. And he was like, oh, well, I'll see you at Birds then.
I mean, he was gonna die. And you're that old.
Already, I haven't seen him since then.
I think at that age, like, you don't really care. At least you should, or maybe you do. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I would. You've experienced enough life, unless you've been by yourself for a long time. Maybe you're like some companionship, because like there's times where it's not really about the sex, really just like about being somewhere with somebody.
Yeah. I mean, have you ever read? I think it was Catcher in the Rye. And I had to read it for school. And one of the things was he's a young guy, but he paid a hooker just to like sit there and listen to him and bitch about his life. I'm like, that's true. Like,
He could have just started
like,
a podcast.
Older people do that so often. It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But like also there's this thing called social prescribing where it's actually like a job in the UK. And it's somewhere to fill in the gap between like therapy and healthcare, because like they might have universal healthcare, but that means you have to wait a lot longer for the resources because there are other people. that needs shit, and they have like broken bones. So if you have the flu and someone over here has like a broken finger, like I got to deal with that, you know?
Yeah.
And so the social prescribing is supposed to be like, well, the doctor can only talk to you for 15 minutes. You're saying you're low on, so like you're depressed, you're this, you're that. So you go talk to this person for an hour, and they find out what's important to you, and basically like help find you a group to do that thing with. And I think old people need that, like more than anyone.
I don't know about more than anyone.
Old people, I think, only because they're set in their ways. I don't think they have it a lot harder necessarily.
Yeah.
But I think maybe old people find it harder to break out of whatever habits they have, and because a lot of their people are gone.
Yeah. You don't think that's hard now too? Like, I mean, at our age, there's habits where I'm like, holy, how do I even get rid of this? And loneliness feeling loneliness at 20 is crazy.
Aw.
It's crazy just because it's...
Go ahead.
Okay, and I think it's crazy because the world's like literally built for us in a way that, like, first of all, we're very capable, right? So, I mean, not everybody, but like the majority of us can like go join a group easily. Like, we're not 70, so if we go join a group, we're like, we look like we're supposed to be here. If I'm 70 and I go join a college group, they're like, dude, get this fucking creep out.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Like, it's harder because like your group is dying off.
Okay, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Like, everybody who can kind of relate to you is slowly disappearing, and like,
it's like
you
Endgame.
look weird when you go like try to bond with people, even in their 40s. They're like, why is a 60-year-old here? You know, I would imagine that's the vibe.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's sad.
I try to have patience for old people, except when they ask for my numbers at CVS.
Yeah. That is sad.
Yeah. Being lonely at 20, though, is like, you're right. It is weird because I'm in a room by myself, and like, there are probably 30 people in this same building that are sad, feeling the same way that I am, and they're all scrolling on their phone.
They're all, literally.
They're all like, what's going on right now? I keep pressing the button on this microphone, by the way.
That's fine.
Oh, that doesn't do anything? I don't know. Oh.
It'll just be a podcast of just me talking to myself.
It'll just be you talking to yourself.
You've been turning down the volume since we started.
I think I have been, actually. That's why
I don't know. We will see.
We'll see.
Yeah, 20 something lonely is just like, you're not even trying. And I'm saying that for myself. Because like, I feel that, obviously. I'm sure you felt that.
I felt that. I try to go out and do things, but sometimes, you know, they say when you're like depressed, you need to go out and have social things, but that's obviously the time when you least want to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm very prone to isolation because I'm like, God, I can't deal with this. I just don't want to. And I'll go find things to do by myself. But if I don't hit it off with people, do you like write people off pretty quickly? Like, oh, I'm at this thing. There's a lot of people here, and I want to try to get to know someone. But like the first one, I'm like, this isn't working. I'm like, ugh. It's not like I have been discouraged from the whole outing, but with that person, I'm like, forget it. Not you.
I don't think I do that.
Maybe I'm just a dick.
Yeah, Summer's just a dick. No, I don't think you're a dick. I'm sure there's people that do that. Or maybe I don't understand what you're asking.
I told my friends recently that if there was someone that I had repeatedly talked to that I didn't really... There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with me. We just, like, aren't hitting it off. If we were the last people on Earth, I would make it work. Because you have to. Like, there's something in everyone. I do believe that. But, like, if I have tried and I'm not seeing it in you, I would rather stand in the corner and be quiet by myself.
Why would it even... How does it even get to that point, though? I don't think I've ever not recently, where I've gotten to that point where I'm, like, just... Unless it's with a girl, I don't really have that problem.
I have that problem with people sometimes where I'm like, I think I will be talking, and it's obviously, you know, it's not like they don't have skill or I don't have skill, but we keep missing each other. It's like playing phone tag with someone right in front of you.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wait, so why do you? Okay, so is this just something that happens in like one conversation, or is it like something that happens over expand of conversations and interactions with the same person?
Well, I could give an example of it happening in one conversation because it wasn't even. I didn't necessarily write them off, but I was like, I don't have the energy. I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, and I think it is like partially an attention thing. This might be like skipping topics a little bit, but
That's
like.
Fine.
I think sometimes I talk to people, especially at the bar, that like look my age, and I'll talk to them like normal, and they're so sporadically checking their phone or like looking around, like they're making me nervous because I feel like I'm not entertaining enough. Almost, I'm like we're talking, and all I want to know, like I'm asking questions, and I'll get like very short answers, and I think it's like a social, like. A blunting almost, you know? And I don't really know how to work around that because I haven't built up my own like armor against feeling like, oh, you're not doing this because you think I'm boring. You're doing this because you don't know any other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is perfect.
Is that fair?
I'm an expert at this.
You're an expert?
Yeah. My dad's a salesman. So he's really stressed to me how to talk to people. Yeah.
Was he selling like high stakes things? Was he selling?
He was selling like security insurance, like against like fraud.
Oh, okay.
But the way he would do it like
so like kind of unnecessary. So he really had to sell it.
Yeah. He would he has to like actually physically walk to people in real life. Like he would go out.
Oh my God, he was door to door.
Even now,
there's people still do that.
Yeah, not door to door. He like is just like, okay, I'm doing errands today, and then he'll just walk up to somebody and spark a conversation. I know.
Wow.
Can you feel the anxiety in your body?
No, I'm imagining being in Publix, buying my fucking groceries, and someone comes up, strikes a conversation with me, and they're like, "And aren't you afraid of fraudulent activity?"
Yeah.
Like I would be offended that we just had what I considered a genuine conversation, and at the end of it, he's like selling me on some $70 a month policy that I didn't need.
He's very good at it. He's just very good with people, and it's tough when you like grow up with that because now you can't just like have normal conversations with people because now every conversation is like, how can I get them to open up?
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's good or not, but people. The one thing I figured out is that nobody cares really what you have to say, which sounds like grim or whatever.
Well, no, that's what I was just talking about.
It
feels like they don't care.
No, people care about themselves more than anything. Even if it's just like a scab. Like you could have cancer and they can have a scab. That scab is more important than your cancer. Unfortunately.
They can't see nor feel that cancer. They're just like, well,
they can see it.
If you're bald, maybe.
Yeah, that's where I was heading. Oh, no pun intended.
Okay. Okay. That one went.
There we go. There we go. Yeah. So, and plus, you gotta. I think our generation's just like really bad right now. I mean, we just had COVID. Like people weren't talking to people. We were in the house.
Yeah.
We're a bad example of what we're supposed to be.
I mean, do you think you can blame that? Like, I think yes.
I felt like that right after.
I think I felt like that right after, but now it's like 5 years after.
Yeah.
And I think
when no one's trying, I mean, it's not really like, if it's like a group effort of people trying, then I would understand. Like, I don't think we're trying to change that. So I don't think it's changing. Even though it's been 5 years later.
Capabilities?
Yeah, like our social skills. Like I don't think as a society we're like actually trying to change and go and like revert back. But then again, I also don't even remember what it was before. So, do you?
No, I think I had a lot of self-reflection during that time though, because I wasn't alone. I was with my mom.
Yeah.
But she was going through cancer, and she was, and I could see, and I couldn't see it because she wore a hat.
Stop, dude! Holy shit! I'm sorry.
It's okay. We all have scabs.
Don't
worry.
I'm like, so what was your mom going through again? No, okay.
But like we lived together, and I was driving her to like her appointments, and I would get dressed up just because I was like, man, motherfuckers don't have any reason to be going outside. We have a reason. We're going to the hospital. I would get dressed up.
Like dolled up, like looking good, yeah.
Dolled up. I was walking in there with my mask. I was like, how's it going, everybody? Yeah. Trying to find
They're all
not
too good, Summer. Yeah.
Not too good. Not too good. But like, point of that being, like, we all had time alone, but it was just me and her, and she was, you know, tired a lot. So I was really like just by myself in that house, I feel.
Yeah.
And some people had roommates, some people were stuck with family that it was too close for comfort. But like, I don't know. I was just thinking about it the whole time. I did a real reassessment of my life, I think, and like the way that I am, and like things that I have like innately that I'm like, okay, well, I want to work on that.
Yeah, but you're not a normal person.
Okay, elaborate. Suck my dick a little.
You're not normal, like as far as like, okay, not normal as in like, from my point of view. You seem like your brain works better than other people that I've met.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sucking my dick a little.
So does yours. That's why I'm here. I like talking to you.
Yeah, you don't seem like ditzy. Like you seem like you're like walking around with like a purpose. Like there's something there. Like even if you don't see it or whatever, there's like a light that you like walk around with.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I guess that's what I mean in a way that I don't say it because I don't want to sound like condescending to people. But like, because some people are just like dumb a little bit. Yeah. But like, I think they're dumb in part because of like what they have been given. You've been told like, this is all you have to do. And I don't want to say like social media is such a like blanket term because there are so many like psychological things happening there. And with everyone in like the way that we talk, like people in this generation address each other.
Yeah.
And like I play a part in that, you know, as someone who is also of that generation. I look at other people and I'm like, you can't, because I talk to you, and on this first interaction, I'm judging that you are someone that maybe doesn't have that thing. Like you don't have the thing that I am able to talk to you with.
Yeah.
But like I have talked to those people around their friends or in just other circumstances, like a year later, like in high school, and I would see someone a year later, I'm like, oh my god, I didn't know you had a personality.
Yeah. Is that because of you? Like you're just writing them off too early or what?
That's what I mean. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I try to have patience. Like that's something I would like to say, oh, I'm having patience for like maybe this will come out eventually. Yeah. Maybe if I like stick around and I listen, but then other times I'm like, no, just pull the trigger. Just forget about it.
It's okay.
I talk to enough people.
It's okay though. Mm-hmm. I mean, it just seems like too much to even like think about like every person that you talk to. Like there has to be something there to speak to them. Mm-hmm. It seems like a lot to think about.
I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
And I think it is a lot, I guess. Because I like to think that there's a lot of minutia that gets kind of washed in the gutter.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I didn't notice it, you know? Like, I want to be someone that's trying to be present for my life. And, oh, I'm paying attention to this and this and this. Like, you know, I gave a shit about what cup I drink out of. Like, that's a Pinterest thing.
Yeah.
You know?
I wouldn't, if you would have drank out of the cusp of your hands, I would have been like, okay.
Oh, wouldn't that have been such a thing? Wouldn't that have been cool?
Drinking a shot out of
I didn't even think about that. Dang.
I wouldn't have even judged you.
You wouldn't have?
Not at all.
You would have been like, who did I invite into my house?
I invited the right person to my house.
Yeah, she thought out of the box.
Yeah. She didn't even look in the box. There were a lot of cups in the box.
She came up with her own cup, actually.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, I respect it.
No, imagine if I brought my own cup. How good would that have been?
That'd have been great. Well, you did.
I did, actually.
You brought that.
What were we just talking about?
I don't know.
Well.
You're Italian.
Okay.
The black people of the whites.
Really?
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't.
You thought you were on top the whole time?
I did. I I thought Italians were like top of the food chain, but I guess not.
No. No, I don't know. I don't know if it's you or gingers.
What is that? What is this new thing?
What? The blacks or the whites?
Gingers being black.
I don't know.
Was it you that was like, oh, they have melanin? And I believe that. I don't know.
No, I don't think I said that.
It, but like, I just remember seeing an edit of this woman be like ginger and then move the N to a different place.
Yeah.
Rearrange the word a little bit. And that's the only joke about it that I know.
Yeah.
But then recently people have been saying like, oh, gingers are black. And I don't know where it's coming from because I deleted Instagram from my phone. And also I don't think I had the right feeds for that anyway.
No, I think it's just a joke. I will say that I've always gotten along with white people with orange hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like more than anyone else? Any other white person?
Not to be shallow, but most white people are just white to me.
That's fair.
I don't really like put them in like categories. I just started because like I have a Jewish friend. Mm-hmm. Shout out Kenzie.
I hope
yeah.
She?
Kenzie's Jewish.
Kenzie is a she?
Yeah.
Kenzie?
Yeah.
Well, that could be.
You know Kenzie.
Who's Kenzie?
Mackenzie. She used to Mackenzie Sachs. She used to perform at Birds. Oh.
Well, now I look like a dick.
You are. She knows the hell out of you. I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure you guys follow each other on Instagram, but you don't have it anymore, so.
Yeah. Well, now I'm going to have to see a picture of her. I'm so sorry if you're watching this. I see a lot of people.
No, I get it, though.
Shoot.
Yeah, she's Jewish, so I don't consider her to be white anymore. Mm-hmm. But that's, like, not based on any reality. That's literally just in my mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because, well, is she not white?
Well, she looks like you.
Then well, you could be white and Jewish.
See what I'm saying?
I see, oh my gosh, speaking of that, one of my favorite stand-up comedians is Gianmarco Ceresi, and he's Jewish, and he makes like so many jokes about being Jewish and Italian.
Is he like neurotic?
Yes.
Yeah, nice, perfect.
Yeah, he did. One of the shorts I watched today, actually, he was like, I don't mean to, but I think I like actually reinforce a lot of Jewish stereotypes. I'm neurotic.
There we go.
I'm cheap.
Yeah.
But like he said if you saw me driving, you would think I was Asian.
Why?
Because that's a stereotype against Asians.
Oh, that they can't drive?
Have you never heard that one?
That they can't drive?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which isn't true.
No, it's not true. No, we're talking about stereotypes.
Yeah.
Sorry, disclaimer.
No, you don't need a disclaimer.
I guess that's why you're saying.
I'm saying that because I thought of like one Asian friend of mine. And he has a nice car, so I'm guessing he drives pretty well.
Hope so. Hope he's taking care of it.
Rylan.
Yeah,
he's black and Asian. He's Blasian.
Oh, cool.
From the country Blasia. Yeah, very popular.
Bolivia in Africa.
Did you just learn where Bolivia is?
Yeah, it's in South America. I want to make it clear that I know that.
Thank you. I did not know that. I didn't
know it before, and actually before I got here today, I was listening to this video of this woman like pronounce every country in Asia, because I didn't know how to say any of the stands other than Pakistan, Turkestan. There's a couple in there I just had never heard of before. They're not on the news for me.
What else is over there?
There's Uzbekistan, and then there's another one. It's that I still don't think I can say, so I'm not even gonna butcher it. But it's a lot of consonants, all back to back.
Yeah, like yeah,
Stan.
Yeah, Stan. Yeah.
And they're all. It's like murder because they're all right next to each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Also, we were talking about something before this that I forgot. I meant to save it as a story. There were two things. One was my coworkers at the bakery. One of them just started and she's Russian, and there's this other guy that's been there for years and he's African. And they both have really thick accents, and it was the funniest thing in the world to see them meet for the first time and clock each other, because he was like, hi, in his really thick accent. And she was like, hi. And he asked her something and she was like, what? And they both were like I had never seen people with different accents speak a common language.
Were they butting?
Because they were saying, huh?
Were they like butting heads?
No, they weren't like beefing with each other. They just weren't understanding each other because they both had really thick accents.
And to me, it's just you looking at that.
Me watching that and being like,
Did you understand them both?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. You're supposed to like translate.
No, that's not fun.
Yeah, not at all.
Uh,
And what was the other thing?
The other thing is, so I went to the beach this weekend with my girlfriend, and it was our second encounter with a super Republican restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like,
restaurant.
Exactly.
That's
the
funny.
First one we ever went to, it was like 2 months ago. We went down to the Keys, and on our way down, we stopped to get food. And I'm like reading reviews online. Oh, best like fish sandwich in America, and I should have known.
Best fish.
I
Yeah,
should have.
yeah,
known.
you should. That was kind of come on.
They didn't even say the world. They said America. They said America. It's like
They didn't even put the A. It just said America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just thought, I'm not gonna judge.
Was it good though?
It was a pretty
Did
good
you eat?
fish sandwich. I finished part of it, and I was like, let's go.
Mm.
Let's get out of here. Because people, like, it wasn't that. Like, people weren't being rude to us, but
Yeah.
I just had never felt like such a spectacle.
Dude, that's how you feel in a Cracker Barrel when you're black.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I imagine that is the case. And the only reason I didn't say let's leave immediately is because there was one black guy in there. I was like, if he's okay, we can sit down for a second.
It might have been my father. My dad's
He's a salesman, so
He's
this
a
man in a MAGA hat.
conservative
fucking
man.
Fraudulent.
He's my dad. He's definitely a Trump dude, which I enjoy telling people because I find it to be, funny to
Wait,
me.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Your dad
Yeah,
supports Trump?
he does.
How does that go over?
What do you mean?
Like, when you talk to him about it, what are his thoughts? Like, does
I don't
he
know.
choose
Like
to
specifically, like I don't know. What do you mean?
does he choose to kind of turn a blind eye? Does he recognize that, like, Trump isn't, like, that he is, like, inherently racist in his policies and everything? Not your dad.
No,
Trump.
I don't.
Sorry. Does he, like, see that and just be like, well, his economics, like,
My dad.
I
Yeah,
see
my
him
dad doesn't
for
really.
this. Like, I'm choosing
Yeah,
him
it's like that.
for these reasons.
Yeah, it's that way.
Uh-huh.
It's not like he's like everything he agrees in, everything he says I agrees with. No, it's like there's certain values he has, and he just takes those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to turn this into that kind of podcast, but
No, it's okay.
how does he think the economy's doing now? What does
I don't
he
think
think
he's.
about
I don't
it?
think it's doing too well.
No.
I don't know. We haven't talked about the economy, and maybe that's because it's doing bad right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's not like he brings it up all the time, but I think he knows it's not doing well because he started to like plant food.
Oh my God. That's how you know
Like,
someone that voted for Trump is changing their mind. They're not going to say it outright. They're not going to take the sticker off their car.
He doesn't. I mean, he doesn't have any apparel.
I got a garden now.
He's like growing cabbage now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's really
And
cool.
Cabbage is like the most long-lived of all the greens.
It's like making bread.
You can...
My dad wants to be like. Have you ever seen Endgame or Infinity War?
Yes.
You know, at the end where like Thanos has killed everybody and he's like happy looking at the sunset and like eating fruit. And
I think I could be that.
yeah, that's what he wants to be. He's like at this point where he's like, he just wants to buy a bunch of land and go off somewhere. And
He's
then
like,
just,
if half of us die, I'm gonna do my best to be the other half, sitting on my little land and eating my.
drinking a coconut.
I think that's fair. I think that's a fair aspiration to have.
Yeah, he'd prefer for everything to like kind of not go away, but like we are from a city. We're from Pittsburgh, which is like it's kind of like New York, just less cool, more air pollution, or maybe the same amount. But now as he's like 40 something, he like prefers like the quiet and like isolation away from everything.
Because he lives here, right?
Yeah, but like even where he lives, it's like we're used to like living in homes that are like attached to each other almost. Like there's no space.
It's not a town home.
Yeah.
But what is it called? Does it have a name?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I think because all of my family's homes for people that live in New York are like they didn't really have a backyard necessarily.
Yeah.
But like some lucky people did that lived on the first floor.
Yeah.
You know? And like I would like to be that person because I would like the benefit of living in a city and having things to do all the time. Not forever, but for a moment.
For right now?
It would be fun. Yeah. For like maybe while you're in your younger life. I don't know. How do you feel about it also? But also, I would like to have my garden. I'm a homemaker. Like, I like to have things in my house that I enjoy, and I'm gonna go home and do this. I don't have to be out dealing with people right now.
Yeah, I get that. I know I'm not like that.
Like what?
Like that. Like a homemaker.
Mm-hmm. I could tell you have no posters.
Yeah.
Your Brazilian roommate took all.
I have them in my room. Not even posters. I have like pictures from friends that they've made.
And they're not on your wall?
No, most of them are in my boxes.
Why?
I really don't like a lot of stuff.
You don't like to look at them ever?
I do. I have one on my wall. That's the one I like to look at.
Which one is that?
A friend of mine named Mute PSD. He does graphic design, and he made it, and then I bought it and framed it, put it on my wall.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but I think the way you want to live is pretty cool, like backpacking and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool.
Oh, thank you.
I would never do it, but I admire you for doing it.
I'm really freaked out, actually.
I'm sure you are, but
I think it's gonna. I hope it doesn't go insanely poorly in the first month. Because I've told everybody about it, so they're going to know.
Yeah, no, we're definitely your safety net.
Yeah.
You're not going to die.
I appreciate that.
You're not going to go dead broke.
No, I think I'm going to make a private Instagram for people that I am okay with keeping track of me.
Yeah.
And be posting regularly because I never do that. But I want people to know that I'm alive. Yeah. And also they'll be she hasn't posted in a week. So then I'll have 50 people say, "Where is she?"
Yeah, send a fucking search rescue for you.
Yeah.
Somewhere. I don't even know where you're going to be.
No.
Where are you going to be?
Well, I want to start there's this woman I was talking to. I was supposed to start in Portugal for a month. And I liked her profile because she had a yoga and meditation retreat. So I was like, oh, it'll be quiet. Yeah. That'll be nice. I could get away for a second. It was in a very rural part of Portugal. And she wanted people to stay for longer than a month. And I was so excited, and I had a FaceTime with her and everything, and she was like, oh, I forgot that one of my old workaways was supposed to be coming in August. And I was like, so is that enough? But that's also something I want to get comfortable with, I want to be able to work on the fly and not be so stressed out about everything. Yeah. And even now, I can feel myself, this is very meta, this is weird, but I can feel myself reacting to things and not actually feeling that reaction. Because I'll be like, oh my God, this has to happen. But in my head, inside, I'm like, if it doesn't come together, it doesn't come together.
Yeah.
I have to plan, I'm trying to plan a thing so I could see a lot of my family in New York. And earlier today, I sent a text message to my friends that was like, oh, I'm so stressed about this. Because I had to pick a date. And then I didn't feel panicked at all in my body. So I know it's setting in. The mentality of well, I can't control everything is sort of getting to me. But
is that not that's a good mentality though.
It is a good mentality. So I don't know why I'm keeping up the outside, oh, I'm freaking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should because it'll work out however it's supposed to.
It will. If I end up in an Airbnb for a while, that's okay. There's a lot of, I'm hoping to bounce back and forth between making money and not making money, because on this I'm not getting paid. For Workaway, you just go, they give you free room and board for 5 hours 5 days a week. That's the maximum that they can ask of you. Yeah. And what?
No, it's just I'm processing what you're saying.
Yeah.
You doing this willingly is I'm trying to understand.
Yeah. So there's you see and most of them I'm only going to ones with reviews. And a lot of reviews. Yeah. And none that are just men. Because there are some, there was one I looked at yesterday that was a single man and he had no reviews. And I was like, you're never going to get anyone.
Absolutely not. You got to have some women saying, no, it was fun. Yeah. You need some women Yelp reviews.
But she was a single woman with 2 kids. And I would really I want to start there. I studied Italian for a little while. I would love to go to Italy. I want to go to places that are more rural for a while, just to have a break from the noise and everything. More ideal if they don't have actually that's not true. I was gonna say ideal if they don't have Wi-Fi, but no, I need Wi-Fi. Yeah I want to be able to contact people. I would be really stressed if I was totally off grid.
Wait, but you could just call. It would cost money though.
Yeah, this is true. Some of them are like completely off grid. It's like a it's like a self-sustaining farm, and they have regular people circulating in and out to help keep it going. And some of them are like, and you will be sleeping in a tent with like 9 other people. And I don't go for those.
Dude, this is crazy.
I don't go for those. To be clear, I wish I was that person, but I feel like I'm already doing enough. To go to another country and to bounce around. I want to go to Portugal. I want to go to every country in the EU, and you can stay the way that it's called a Schengen visa, and like yeah. Let me get particular. Let me explain, because it's like not all of the EU countries, but like Americans have the benefit of not needing a visa going to Europe because we're America, but everywhere else probably does. Yeah, America.
There we go.
America. I got it in one
fish
time.
Sandwiches.
I've been waiting this whole time.
Been waiting 20 years
to say America on my friend's podcast.
There you go. Yeah.
But you can stay there for 90 out of 180 days, and then as soon as you hit 181, it like the clock starts over. So then you stay for a whole other 90 days if you want to. And so I was just gonna like bounce back and forth between there and the UK and hopefully Ireland. Ireland would be cool.
Yeah, that would.
I heard Ireland is the least racist country in the world.
Isn't that where the gingers are?
Yeah, actually.
They're melanated.
You say that, they have reasons.
Yeah.
Like, we get it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that. That was funny. Was that your black impression right there?
Oh no, did it come across that way?
Yeah. It's like, we did it. Like, yeah, it did.
Oh, I said we get it, but
yeah,
okay.
Same
thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Was it okay? Was it passing?
Sure. Okay.
And moving on about why they'll kick me out of Ireland.
It's not black enough, Summer. You have to train that before you get there.
I have to lose some pigment in my skin and dye my hair red for that.
Oof. You mean like get like mayo white? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Get some freckles. You don't have freckles. No, you gotta get some freckles.
I wish I had some freckles. Break up all this.
Why?
White and big
Break
cheeks.
it. You have nice eyebrows though.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, they're very defined.
Yeah, you have a good beard. I can recognize other good facial hair.
This is definitely not supposed to be here, but yeah, thanks.
What do you mean?
I shave it.
Like all the way off?
Yeah, like if it could not grow, I would love that.
Really? Why? Is it just because it's like itchy?
It's that, and I look old. I don't like it. I prefer just this and this.
You look older. I've definitely seen you without it.
Yeah.
And now that you say that, I do remember. I was like, oh, yeah. You look a little bit younger, but you look more mature. You just look more mature. Maybe a little tired.
I feel maybe a little tired. It's 5 o'clock. Yeah. I'm exhausted.
5 o'clock. That's like 5 o'clock past 2 days.
Yeah. No, if I could get like LASIK and just keep it off, I would. Yeah. You ever try to grow facial hair?
Oh, all the time.
Yeah. How's that work?
I let the mustache come out every once in a while, and my girlfriend says something to me because she doesn't shave at all, and I respect everyone.
Wait, shave anything on her?
Mm-mm.
Like no hair. She keeps all her hair, or she doesn't need to.
She doesn't really need to.
So she's like an Asian man?
Yeah, a little bit. But like, I have this little thing. It's like an epilator. They're very popular now, actually, among women.
What is that?
It's like, actually, it's not. I don't know if that's the right word, an epilator. But it's like a little razor that it's automatic, and you do, and like, I'll do like this, like upper lip, and anything if I see it.
Do you ever get anything?
Yeah, it's like little peach fuzz. You could see.
Nah,
really.
I'm like looking at a 12-year-old boy here. Like,
exactly. You're judging. I'm actually glad that men don't like look at that. For some reason, women think that men like notice that stuff.
You guys think we notice a lot of stuff.
I know.
I don't notice at all.
Women give men a lot of credit for like, oh, he'll notice that I didn't do this. I'm like, bitch, he didn't notice that you got a haircut 2 days ago. He's not gonna notice that.
I changed the highlight. Like I'm like, dude, it's like tits. No, I'm kidding. It's not just titties and ass, but.
Well, which one is it?
One's both.
Okay.
I respect both. It's like LeBron James is amazing, and so is Michael Jordan. I respect boobs and.
You expect both.
Yeah, both.
Okay, and it's no. You have like hard nose. It sounds like.
What do you mean?
Like no bad feet.
Yeah.
Are you serious about that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
What do your feet look like? You said they're not good.
Yeah, they are. They're not bad. No, I mean they are bad.
How could you have that double standard then?
It's the thing. I mean, there's no explanation. It's just is what it is.
You're like, I can't take her to a picnic with her feet out, so I can't date her.
I did say that. I mean, and
Yeah,
I don't even know if there's like
exactly.
I don't even, verbatim. I don't even know if there's like an exception either. I think it's just it's a double standard. Yeah, I just don't like it. I prefer a girl to have nice looking feet.
And boobs and ass.
No, I don't care about that. I know that sounds like, whatever.
It
sounds like whatever, but
okay, back.
I've always been like a pretty face dude. Anyway.
Okay.
Like, cause all my exes or people I've been with, they're not like beautiful, crazy body. Like, oh shit.
Like model people.
Yeah.
Well, what was the longest relationship you had?
Like a year and 10 months.
Why did it end? If you don't mind my asking.
She did not like my mom. My mom did not like her.
Oh.
And it was in high school too. So I also like.
Oh, okay.
It was a small one too. So I would lie to her about people I spoke to before I was with her. And she would ask me questions like, "Did you speak to my friend before me?" And I would be like, "No, I didn't."
Speak.
Yeah. But she was like the first girl that I had that was like, she had like a strong personality. Like she was not like a pushover. Like she was like very, I need you to protect me. She was expecting me to be a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had strong opinions and she had preferences. And so when she asked you who you were talking to, you were
I was more like in fear that whole time.
You were like, she could kick the shit out of me if she wanted to.
Dude, it was mostly me just being afraid of her. But it helps because now I understand. And now I'm like better for it. It's just like, it was like, damn, she had to be the sacrifice. Because I didn't understand this beforehand.
Understand what?
Like that I needed to be like safe. I'm like supposed to be like a symbol of safety for her, or like I'm supposed to always be honest, even if it like hurts her. I'm supposed to like protect her, be the protector. I don't really know how to be a man.
Want to be? I don't think that's being a man necessarily. Like I hope my girlfriend like finds me as someone that can protect her. Yeah. Maybe not physically.
No, look at those fists.
Yeah. I've been curling it this whole time. Maybe I think she has that ability, but I think I can help with other things, Yeah. So I hope she sees someone that's like, oh yeah, I could go and I could give her my problem and she would like help me,
Yeah, I'm sure I can see that. Yeah. It wasn't like that. I didn't know what to do.
You were also in high school. Like, I didn't expect your longest relationship to be a high school one.
That was the last one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then you moved to Thomasville, Georgia from Pittsburgh.
I went to college first in Pittsburgh and then came down here. So, yeah.
What is the pool like here versus there? Yeah.
Oh, the pool here is disgusting, man.
I know.
Like, this is like literally where you go when you want to raise kids or retire.
It's a cesspool. It's not what you're looking for.
That's why I'm always in Tallahassee. Because it's like people my age. But like it's not. It's hard when you're like 23 because you like have to join stuff because it's not like going to school where you're like in class with this person all day, or like you're in class with some dude and this dude knows he has a girlfriend and her, his girlfriend knows somebody else. It's like I have to actually try. So it's harder. Like I go to the club by myself all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
The club's in Tallahassee?
Yeah.
What club?
I'll go to Recess or I'll go to Clyde's.
Clyde's?
Yeah.
How old are the people there?
I think they're my age.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. They're either like from 18 and maybe 25.
Okay.
18.
I wouldn't expect the upper range.
Yeah.
I had thought it was like 18 to 20-year-olds.
I think that's more like the strip.
Yeah, I actually walked by the strip for the first time ever.
Why?
This past weekend. Because I went to, did you hear that Port Paul's closed?
Yeah.
So there's like a new, like the public house in this spot that I didn't even know existed. And I was like, Ludi was also working that night because I wasn't supposed to work on Saturday. She already was. And I was covering for someone unexpectedly. And I was like, well, she's here to drive me home. So let's go out. And we went to see how it was. And there were like 20 people there.
20. That's good, right? It was that bad?
It was bad because it's a big space. And they were all like it felt like it was much earlier than it was, but in reality, it was like 2 a.m.
Oh, jeez.
And that's like when it should be like,
it should be,
you know, like something
yeah.
should be happening, but everybody was chilling there like it was 7 p.m. I was like, I'm going home.
Dude, the party's between you two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget that.
Yeah, what?
I was like, if the party's between us, then let's go home.
No, it's not that bad. Go home and have a party.
Yeah. Let's not be.
Are you like have you ever been like a club person? I wouldn't imagine. No. Oh yeah.
No, not at all.
Why?
I went like a couple times, and I tried. I don't think again with the button. I don't think I was a good dancer for the longest time, and now I think I'm a great dancer, and also now I don't think it matters that much.
I gotta see this.
Oh, I kill it. First of all,
I have to see this.
And it's just stuff like with the beat of Happy.
Like the Pharrell song?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not dancing to that because everybody, like, that's overdone, obviously. But it's stuff that, like, gives that vibe, and I'm eating it up.
Okay, I have to see this.
It's you would not, yeah, I love it. But they don't play that in clubs.
No, they do not.
So
not the ones
I don't have my chance to shine, and I'm like, man.
We can set up some LED lights and just, like, play it on a phone speaker.
I would do that.
And then you have to dance.
Just on a street corner outside of the club.
Yeah, why not? Other people do it.
Yeah.
And they do it for crack.
They do it for crack. They do it for sex. They do it for money.
You do it for the love of the game, though.
I do it for, yeah.
You're different. You're different.
I'm just out here for the show.
Yeah. This means something.
I'm a performer. But no, I did try to go to a club a couple times. And I went to, I would go to, emo night and goth night with friends. And I had a great time because I was with friends, but it never felt like my vibe necessarily.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just want to dance in a not a controlled environment, but an environment with less 18-year-olds. And
it's like all Tallahassee. Oh no, I mean, Fire Betty's.
I love Fire Betty's.
And yeah, Dutes and Dotties. They're usually older.
Dukes and Dotties used to have a all ladies drink free on Thursdays, and they canceled. They changed that.
I'm so sorry about that.
And therefore, I will never go because I never spent a single dollar there. I tipped, and I got my drink for free.
Why are you telling me about your privilege, though?
I know. I was talking to someone about. I think I was talking to Ludi about like a swinger bar. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing. I know swingers are a thing, but I'd never heard of a swingers bar. And she was explaining it to me and how men had to pay an exorbitant amount of money to get in. And I was like, that seems fair. That seems.
Oh my god! Would you go to one?
No, I've never been to one.
You guys both get in free.
I would go. I would go just to see the deal. I would partake in the culture for a moment. I want to live like an anthropologist. I want to observe other cultures. That's one.
Swinger culture, nude beach.
I've been to nude beaches.
And proper uniform?
Oh yeah, I used to go to nude beaches in high school. Me and my friend, she came up in a really Catholic family, and I didn't. I came up not religious at all.
Yeah.
But she was having her moments of, she was just really smart and reflective, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And point is, she was a free person and wanted to go out to the nude beach, and she was like, Summer, let's go. And we somehow managed to steal a little bit of alcohol, and we would siphon it out of our parents' things to collect enough. And every couple of weeks, she would be like, do we have enough? And we would go
what?
And get super fucked up on the nude beach.
How did you get on a nude beach in high school?
We drove out there. I was privileged. I had a car.
Yeah, but there's no let me check your ID. I guess where you're gonna put it though? You don't have pockets.
No, you had to pay to get into. It's called Playa Linda Beach. Everybody should go there.
I won't, but yeah.
It's in Titusville. It's actually a national preserve.
Okay.
I know.
Yeah.
It's the best thing about it. But you go through the main front gate, and then there's like 12 beaches, and you go all the way to the last one. It's the naked beach.
And then people are just like.
We used to go regularly, and actually, I shit you not, there would be like maybe 5 other parties there, of like 1 and 2 people, and like a couple times people would come up to us, and it would always be a guy like, "Can you do sunscreen on me?" And she would be like, I would say no, and she was like, "Sure," if it was spray. Sometimes they'd come up with a squeeze bottle. She was like, "Get out of here."
Oh.
I know. But it was like mainly old men, and we would walk far down the beach, so there was no one, and it was fine. But
did you see anybody like around with binoculars?
No. But I did more recently. Because I brought a couple of years ago, me and my friends from college. It was 4 of us, and we were all taking each other. We were going like straight down Florida and stopping in all of our hometowns to stay and see like, oh, this is the cool thing in my town. And that's what I took them to.
You took them to the nude beach?
That's what I took them to in my town. There's nothing. If you go there, there's nothing else. That's the best thing we have to offer. I took them there, and first of all, like the change in like the dunes, unfortunately, because of like climate change, there is like clearly deteriorated a lot. But we drove out there. And like I said, there was only ever like 5 people there. And as soon as we got there, I saw like the crowds. And every single parking spot was full. And I was like, where did all these naked people come from? And I was driving the car, and I was looking for a spot, and I could not find a spot for us. I was like, oh, my God, I've never dealt with this before. I've never been around this many naked people. This is a colony.
Yeah.
This is a colony. And then how I said the dunes were getting lower, we were driving back to look for a spot, and I'm looking at all the naked people because you could just see them right out there. And there's this one guy with he's old, and he's sitting in like one of the pop-out chairs with it faced towards the
parking lot.
And I said something. I was like, he was like turning himself to get a different angle, and I was like, oh my God, he's standing up. Like, but I didn't realize our windows were open. So he like looked over at us immediately. I immediately drew drew attention to our car.
When do you get undressed? Like, are you already undressed in the car, or are you?
I got undressed on the beach.
Oh, okay, I was about to say, you're not driving like that, right?
No.
And is it like full undress, like everything, or is it like?
I mean, you don't have to.
Yeah.
We all did, because
just
like
free.
It's like, okay, it's great when there's only 5 people there, because then you go and you're free and you're communing with nature, and it's great. But I did not like it being over 100 people. It was over 100 people, and I thought, oh, this isn't for me. This doesn't feel natural or fun. It's a spectacle. Yeah,
the junk's just out.
Yeah.
All right.
I learned a lot.
Yeah. That you can only be naked in front of 10 or less people.
Only naked in front of 10 or less people. Maybe I'm leaning a little more towards women than I thought.
Was there more men that time?
So many men.
Yeah, they found out about it. It's like free naked women.
Yeah.
In person.
I also, when I went down to the Keys a couple of weeks ago, my friend who lives there wanted to take us to the naked bar, because we all clearly like that stuff.
Yeah, like what?
I know.
Just nude everything.
Nude everything. We go up there. You have to pay like $5 or $10 cover to get to the top, because it's like a triple-decker bar. Mm-hmm. The first 2 deckers are like normal, and then the third one you got to pay to go up. And we went up, and she was pitching it as this thing like, oh, it's going to be great, because she said she goes there with her parents.
Oh, and then in the nude?
Like, not like genitals out at that point. I think it's just like top naked, but like some people get fully naked.
Wait, so if it's a girl, so is it just like bra on then?
You can
like bikini type of thing?
No, like tits are out.
On the bar table?
Yeah, everywhere. But whoa. Like, I didn't see a single woman there that was like butt naked.
Yeah.
Is it butt or buck?
I thought it was butt.
But
well, because what's buck?
I don't know.
It's butt.
Well, what's like
your butt's out?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Butt naked. Anyway, because there's another one that's like there's a phrase with the word bat in it, and I think I misuse it all the time. I think it's back.
Back?
Yeah, bat or back, and I get confused about
back?
Back. Like right off the bat.
No, it's right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
Yeah, right off the bat. I'm guessing it's like a baseball reference.
It definitely is, and now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm getting it. But
like we spoke about this right off the bat.
Right off the bat, yeah, you hit it immediately.
Yeah. Okay, like maybe like T-ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
we're figuring it out together.
We've talked out 2 things so far.
There we go.
Pretty good. But yeah, there were no women that were butt naked, but there was this man with the body of Danny DeVito that was butt naked.
That's gross.
And I was like, oh my. But it was mainly men that were there to see like topless women.
Mm-hmm.
And even the DJ was a dude. I was like, man, why is that? Like that doesn't make it a good environment, you know? Because you want at least the person who's like running the thing to be a lady.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You want at least her, because like she's gonna bring female, like she's gonna bring energy for you. Yeah. And the biggest thing about it, like I didn't do it because then I saw how many men it was. I was like, forget this, I'm not into it. But my friends did, some of them, and they were enjoying themselves and living their best life. And the best part of it was when other female groups were like, yeah, like, into it, and I was like, yeah.
That's what gets the party started.
I was like, yes, and also I was like, now I'm protecting all of these women.
Now you're the bodyguard because you kept your shirt on.
Yeah, there were 3 of us that played bodyguard.
Yeah, got it. I think that's the end.
Yeah.
We've reached the end.
I'm also tired.
Yeah, I understand. Our social batteries are drained.
This was fun.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Wait. Do cheers with your microphone.
Cheers. What, this?